This video is going to walk you through so that you can get a glimpse of the product that we have created for you to assist with the Floral CDE for the state of Texas, and it's a great way to have a bell ringer for students to do. The screen that you're looking at right now is the teacher version of the document, which allows the teachers to have access to the pictures along with the answers. I would use this to project onto my screen, and then the students would have a blank copy, and then they would be responsible for identifying the pictures and then going in and answering the questions. So what you see here is the teacher version. Then there's another copy that does not have the names here, and that would be the student version. The other thing that the teacher version has is a quiz slide that you can put up the day of the quiz, and it can direct them to their quiz for the day. So that is the PowerPoints. You also, in your file, you're going to get both the editable and a PDF. This is a quick link to all 15 of the Google quizzes. And in the editable, you also have a folder full of the pictures by the week without any names on it. So if you wanted to generate more quizzes, you could do so. You also have the revised test bank, which has been sorted out by the Floral design teaks. So you have a bank and then one with the key. On our tips and tricks here, let's take a quick look at that. I tell you what you're going to get. You get the PowerPoint, which includes the teacher version with the answers, and then the students, which is a blank copy. You get the 2 test banks, one with the key, one without. You get the Floral pictures, and then 15 Google quizzes that will grade themselves for you. I've also given you access to a website we'll look at here in just a minute, and if you want to use that, you're going to want to either hide the pages that would have access to the pictures and the names, or turn your response link off on your quizzes. Then it kind of just tells you some startup points. If you were using the PowerPoints and wanted to keep the fonts, these are the fonts that you would need to download. And then you need to decide how you're going to deliver it. My personal preference when school is normal is a printout for the students. It's kind of becomes their Bible. It's got all the ID pictures blank, a copy of the blank test bank, and then I also include information about the contest and certification. And then each day they come into the class, there's a new slide up there. They go in, they identify it, they answer the questions, and then 5 minutes is up, we go over it. I've also given you instructions on how I would add this to Google Classroom, which is basically where you put the teacher copy as some material in the classroom, and then give each student a copy of the blank, but have them share it with you so that you can monitor their progress to make sure that they're working on it. And Canvas is set up basically the same way. I create a module that has a page built in, and I embed that teacher version so that I can control which slides they're seeing, or you can just let it run all by itself. And then the same thing, I give them a blank copy and I tell them they have to share it with me because I don't want it turned in. I just want to be able to go in and monitor it. The benefit of this is, one, you have some quizzes already ready for you. They're sorted out. You're going to know how the kids are doing based on their TEKS, which you can generate which quizzes you want to give based on what you're teaching in the classroom, as well as being able to see how they are identifying. That also will allow you to see if you need to reteach anything or to improve on teaching strategies. Then I also gave you a blank quiz so that in the spring, if you wanted to just take random questions and random pictures and make additional quizzes to suit your needs, you have access to that as well. When we look at the site, you have access to both the teacher and the student version, and then quick links. This Google site will be a copy in which you can then link all your pieces into the correct spots, so that way when you give the link out to the students, it is for you and your students and not connected to my documents or anyone else's documents. So you'll be able to play around with that, edit it for your liking.